Hello, everybody. Welcome to WD Carousel of Podcast. My name's Crystal.
And I'm Ian.
And today we've decided that we are going to do a little bit of a throwback.
We are.
And I'm super excited for this because it's something everybody's heard of.
Yes.
It's something everybody wanted to be a part of growing up. And
Oh, she's using props.
I am using
Those of you that
props.
are listening, she has put on Mickey Mouse ears.
No, not just
Mickey Mouse ears. This is true.
This is the traditional, albeit too small for my head, cap of the Mickey Mouse Club. Thank you very much.
Yes, sorry. Yes, the Mouseketeers.
Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. So, today we are going to discuss Le Mickey Mouse Club!
Woo!
Yay! Did you know that there have been multiple incarnations?
I did, but I know nothing beyond that. I know the theme song and that there were multiple versions, and that's literally all I know about this show.
Okay.
Like, literally.
Well, let's get into before it appeared on television, because there was a Mickey Mouse Club prior to that. That was actually started in California by a little theater.
Oh.
For 60 people that were just so in love with Mickey. And it was started in 1930.
Holy crap.
And it went from just a few people to over 60 theaters had their version of a Mickey Mouse Club by March. It was started in January, so 2 months later, 60 theaters. And then, like, what was it? So 2 years later, in 1932, the Mickey Mouse Club had over 1 million members.
Jeez.
Yeah. They had publications out there and everything. And then Disney began phasing out the club in 1935.
Of course.
So they weren't allowed to keep it for too long. But the Mickey Mouse Club actually started in a little movie theater.
I love that.
As a group of people just being nerds like us, being
So it's
like
most of Instagram. Got it.
Love it.
That is awesome.
Love it, love it, love it.
Love it.
So, in 1955, it was actually started on television.
Okay.
And that's the one that we all originally know. Mm-hmm. And it was on the ABC channel. And it was more like a variety show. So they would do the theme song in the beginning, and then they had their little introductions. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. We're the Mouseketeers. And then they had little things that would go on during the show. It was like a half an hour syndicated show. Some clips in there of classic Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
Mickey always made an appearance in every single show, because it is the Mickey Mouse Club, so what else
you're supposed to do?
Would they do?
Mickey, right?
There are famous people that we know from that show, the biggest one being Annette.
Yep.
Annette Funicello.
Yep.
And
went to be singer, right?
Yep. Yeah. And she got her start at Disney. I know that there had been stories about the kids that were on the Mickey Mouse Club actually being able to go talk to Uncle Walt and hang out with him a little bit.
Okay.
There has been some had been some turnover in the first year, because the ages that they wanted for the kids was between like 8 and 14. And the kids below 12, they had a harder time keeping them on track, especially the males. Mm-hmm. So after the first year, they really didn't hire any young boys under the age of 12 just to try and keep the rambunctious ness down.
Yeah. Okay.
And it ran for about 4 years. Every single day of the weekday.
Oh my! I didn't know it ran that often.
Yeah, every day had a different theme. So Mondays were Fun with Music Day. Tuesdays were the Guest Star Day. Wednesdays were Anything Can Happen Day. Oh, God. Thursdays was Circus Day.
Circus Day, good,
and Friday was Talent Roundup Day.
Wow.
And it was such a popular thing that the only reason it closed, or that they stopped it, wasn't due to viewership.
Right.
It was due to a contract disagreement between ABC and Disney.
That's fair.
The ABC didn't want to provide a children's educational television program.
Well, there you go.
And yet they wouldn't let them move, or wouldn't let Disney move it to a different network.
So they didn't want to do it, and they didn't want anyone else to do it either?
Exactly.
Okay, well, there you go.
So, yeah, it was...
And then eventually Disney just, like, bought ABC, so not just gonna fix that problem.
Well, Disney buys everything.
That's true.
They're like, I want this.
Like,
I like this. This is
I'm
going to
gonna
be
have it.
ours.
Oh, man.
This is going to be ours. You can do that to our podcast if you would like.
People are like...
Oh, speaking of, we were going to bring this up earlier, but then
Yes.
I blew straight through
Well,
it.
that's fine.
But we decided that we're going to have a little Patreon.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to help us in our community with our everyday operating expenses for the podcast, I mean, we started this, you and I, as just something that we wanted to do
Yeah,
for us.
absolutely.
And we have such a rich following of people
Yeah.
that love us just as much and love our topics just as much as we do.
Yeah.
We thought that we would put it out there to help us make sure that we're able to provide you with the upscale content that you are looking for.
Yeah.
The, you know...
Reliability of services.
the quality of the videos and the sound. So, yeah, you can find us on Patreon.
Yep, it's if you go to the bio in our Instagram, you'll find it on the listen page on our website. So you can find it on the website through the listen page as well.
And I'm sure you can go ahead and just pull up Patreon and
WD Carousel podcast, and it'll show up.
Yeah.
So.
But we would love it if you would join us. And we do have little perks on there as well. So there's different tiers. If you want to check out those, you know, and those added perks, feel free to do so.
Yes.
But yeah, check it out. It's something that we're kind of excited about and proud of.
Yeah.
So,
and if you don't want to, nothing is going to change.
Nothing's going to change.
That is the only thing. We're just gonna plug it every now and then. We're not gonna do a membership drive, so whatever you want to do.
We're not NPR.
We're not NPR. Love NPR, but we're not NPR.
We love NPR, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, the extra perks and bonuses are things like, you know, possibly what's rolling before the show starts, or, you know, show notes, those sorts of things. Early
podcast access
to the shows. So you'll still see the shows available on Saturdays like normal. But if you want to have a little sneaky peek, you can go ahead and be part of our Patreon.
Learn about the awful things we say before. It's awesome. Anyway.
So, back to the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yes.
They had a little revival that, like, barely lasted. In 1977, the Mickey Mouse Club, they modernized to the point of where they changed costumes, they changed set design.
Sure.
They made the theme song disco.
Oh, boy.
So who doesn't love disco Mickey Mouse?
Little disco Mickey. Love it.
But they were even asked to be part of the halftime show for the Super Bowl in 1977.
I love that.
So they were part of the Super Bowl in 1977. But it really, it was picked up and dropped by number of carriers and until like 1979. So there's not a lot out there in regards to it. They did change up the theme days again. Theme days were a pretty big thing for this show, and they did have pretty consistent, again, Monday through Friday schedules, or at least they attempted while they were being, you know, picked up and dropped.
Right.
Picked up and dropped and picked up and dropped.
Awesome.
But that was the new Mickey Mouse Club.
Right. That was called the New Mickey Mouse Club?
The New Mickey Mouse Club. Versus in 1989, there was the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. But that's the one that my generation grew up with. Were you born then?
I was.
You were, what, like 6 months?
I was born in 93.
Okay, so you had a year of life during the all-new Mickey Mouse Club.
Well, I was in the all-new era.
But that's the one where, you know, they're the most modern ones.
Yeah.
They got rid of the ears, and they went to, like, the jackets with the emblem in the back, and they were trying to be cool. That's the one where Britney Spears was a part of it, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, JC Chaz, Carrie Russell, Ryan Gosling.
Forgot about all them.
You know, there's a whole bunch of people that are popular now, or, you know, are big names that started out as the Mickey Mouse Club. Really... And instead of it being a variety show, it was more like a talent show, to just showing off. They were doing, like, sketch comedy, and
I gotcha.
They did music videos. of the popular music at the time and popular songs. It's the first version to have a live studio audience.
Oh, okay.
So they were able to interact a little bit instead of just having the laugh reel. That was something new. And then obviously they changed the different themes for the days. And that one actually stayed around until 1994. So we're having a good 5 years again of Mickey Mouse Club, where it really was engaging and just a part of society. And then it moves over to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in 2006, and that went on for about 10 years, 2006 to 2016.
Wow.
But that was an animated only show on Disney Junior.
So, did it have Mouseketeers? They were just animated?
It was just the Fab Five.
Okay.
So we're talking Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto.
Okay.
You know, Daisy would show up occasionally.
Okay.
They had a lot more of the little video clips
So
and
kind of vignette stuff.
Yeah, cartoons, shorts, those sorts of things. There was a lot more of that. They had, you know, the clubhouse that they all hung out at and had their daily fiascos that happened in that time too.
I have a daily fiasco too, but that's just all different.
That's an adult one. We're moving on from that. But that lasted for about 10 years on Disney Junior, and those ones are actually still, I found out, available on Amazon Prime. So if you really want to check them out for your kids, they're available for you. But then in 2017...
we're back at it again.
Club Mickey Mouse.
Oh, jeez.
Started, and it was available on Facebook and Instagram. So let's modernize this, everybody. Let's go to social media.
We're hip and cool.
And almost 90% of it was just behind the scenes stuff. So behind the scenes of this show, behind the scenes of this movie, behind the scenes of this and this event. And it was a lot shorter, obviously, so we're not doing full half-hour shows anymore. But it was a way to try and keep the momentum of the
spirit of the thing going.
Mickey Mouse Club alive. And there are also international versions as well throughout here, but the most popular ones are obviously the American-made ones.
Of course.
But yeah, this is a show that in many different incarnations has been hanging around for generations and generations, and we all know the theme song.
Of course.
It was a perfect time to be able to, you know, learn things, because when the show first came out in the 1950s, there wasn't a lot of educational television for children. Something that really engaged with children, which is something that the Disney company, Walt specifically, has always been focused on. You know, really providing a safe environment for children learning and growing. You know, Disneyland was created for that. A lot of the cartoons were created for that, and this is just taking that to another step.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
And then not to be confused with D23, which is a different Mickey Mouse Club. It's a different Disney club, which, you know, we're a part of, but it's not... It's an actual official fan club now, versus this one, which turned into more of a media television show.
Kind of started as like a kids TV show, and it's sort of just kind of morphed into a kids-oriented, behind-the-scenes Disney show?
At this point, it kind of is. It's a way to get some background of the, you know, inner workings of Disney, which I think is kind of fun to learn about. And it's, I mean, nowadays kids have options for educational television. Disney itself has the whole Disney Junior channel, so that way you have a dedicated channel towards children, and them being able to learn, not to mention, you know, they still have the Disney Channel and Disney XD for more, you know, edgy preteens to teenagers. Oh, yeah.
I'm so edgy.
But there's options now, so it's not like when it was first created where there wasn't anything. But like I said, you hear stories about the kids that worked there, and they worked hard, and they weren't getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it was the experience of being able to, and I hate that whole working for experience thing, but, you know, having that side by side with Walt and getting to be a Mouseketeer and, you know, just have fun every day of the week.
Absolutely.
And learn things and grow, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, very cool.
And then now the modern people have been able to take that little bit of a step into the world of, you know, studios and production and everything, and have kind of blown up with it.
Yeah.
Being able to make their stars shine.
Been very successful. A number of them have been very successful. It's
I
amazing.
mean, Justin Timberlake is still touring and selling out stadiums.
And he hasn't, like, burnt out even though he's a child actor. That's impressive.
Ryan Gosling is still around making movies. Britney Spears is... You know,
she had her moment, but she's back.
I think she has a residency in Vegas, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Christina Aguilera is on television regularly for, you know, different shows. And, I mean, a whole bunch of them have taken this and ran with it.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
really utilized the opportunity that was presented to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think they still have their jackets?
I hope they do.
They probably don't fit anymore.
Well, you just keep it somewhere. It's something. It's part of your heritage, right? I don't know. I would keep it.
Mickey Mouse was cool and edgy.
Get edgy. You like my jacket? My Mickey Mouse jacket.
We're not doing the hat anymore. We're doing a leather jacket.
Leather jacket.
So that's a little bit of history behind the Mickey Mouse Club. Obviously, everybody is fairly familiar with at least the basics of it. And I tried looking up to see if the shows were available. Like I said, the only one that I could see as available, at least at the time of this recording, was the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which was the animated one.
Right, okay.
But I'm sure they have clips all over the place. I know that we've pulled a clip of Annette before singing.
Right, we have.
Yep. And I know that they're there.
Yep.
I'm sure you can pull them if you want to get to know a little bit more and keep the spirit of the Mickey Mouse Club alive.
Yes. We just have our D23 membership. That's all we got now.
Yeah, that's all we got.
That's all we got.
And a hat. And a hat that's too small for me.
You know, whatever. It's the thought that counts. Oh no, this is happening. So if you're listening, she just put the Mickey Mouse ears on my head, but you know,
it's okay.
I guess you'll have to just watch the last couple minutes of this episode.
That's how we're ending this episode, okay, guys?
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for listening and watching. This has been WD Carousel of Podcast. My name's Crystal.
And I'm Ian.
And we hope you have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.